Did you guys see this? What was happening on Nick Fuentes' stream? How disgusted he seemed with his own audience? There's some, I don't know what it is, but in the clips that I've seen coming and originating from Nick Fuentes' stream as of recent, it seems like he has like a certain amount of distaste for the viewers. And look, I can relate to that. You know, I don't like gutter tat. Site chat's okay. Mako patches, Epson, you know, Black Pill Kiwi. They're fantastic. But I can sympathize to some extent. But it seems to be he's just disgusted with the general nonsense that they want to talk about, the stuff that they're focusing on. They're asking them questions about like how to guide their life, and the way they're saying it just kind of like makes his skin crawl, it looks like. And you can see from one of this, Candace Owens x Ursha Vance hot tub stream would heal the world from Choadstool Groyper, $10. You can see the grimace, the look of disgust, the type of look your grandfather gives you once you know you've said something that's a little too modern for him about what you like to do or enjoy. Maybe he did not, maybe you shouldn't have invited grandpa to your interpretive dance session. You know, whatever it is. You just, that look of the purely, ugh. Is the type of look that you saw on Clint Eastwood's face in Gran Torino again and again and again. And this 3-minute segment right here is probably one of the better collections of him reacting to this from just a recent stream, just one of these recent streams to show you the type of moods he's gotten in.
Taking my girlfriend to Ireland over Halloween. She told me I need to get a costume. Going to be interesting when she asks why I only packed a Burger King crown in my luggage. Hashtag she need main. Caesar Augustus sent $20. How significant is the Siberia II deal between Russia and China?
I haven't read enough about it.
Judge Holden sent.
For those of you curious, it's not too significant until they break ground on it, because the Chinese and the Russians can't agree on the contract. The Chinese obviously want to use the huge leverage they have as one of the few export markets the Russians supply to, but the Russians obviously don't want to be the ones actually doing all the construction and spending all the money to put the physical labor down when they don't have a big enough budget as is, and their budget is really pressed right now. So the Chinese want the Russians to put in the infrastructure work. They want them to put down these investments. They want the best terms for them because they have the leverage, but the Russians simply don't have the dough for it, and so it's been kind of frozen.
$10. What do you think about Kaczynski's thesis that modern ideologies, leftism, feminism, etc., are a symptom of the unnatural conditions placed upon us by post-industrial
Can
tech?
you fuck off and
Spazzer
kill
sent
yourself?
$15. Half the power of the keys is the power of binding and loosing. This power is first given to Peter the foremost apostle. Later Christ gave this
right, you have no quote. You just have cope.
Red Pill Plug sent $50. As a near 100% ethnic German, Niger Heil Hitler, and Heil Führer Fuentes, leader of the Fourth Reich. And above all, hail Jesus Christ who took the punishment on the cross which we deserved for our sins.
Oh
we can
my
win,
gosh.
but it will take all of us creating solutions, a decentralized army. Christian Don sent $15. Do you feel the same amount?
That look down was probably my favorite.
It will take all of us creating solutions, a decentralized army. Christian Don sent $15.
It's like it's in that moment right there where I feel like he really absorbed it. Yeah, there it is right there. He really absorbed it there. He could really feel what the rest of his life's gonna look like in that moment. He really realized who people, when they say, oh, I like Fuentes, and they think of the Fuentes community, they think of these people. When he thinks of, oh, the type of people who his employment, his paycheck, his dollar relies on is these types of fellows. You got to keep them coming back. That these are the people you're going to be doing your song and dance for. This is your political revolution. I mean, look, even if he somehow has made himself think that he, as an individual, could be like a positive political device, do you think any of these guys are going to be able to take this message of race and bring it out to the American public, talking the way they're talking, partially influenced by the way he talks? I mean, think about how many streamers copy Nick Fuentes' demeanor, and you can notice it when they do it, when they start repeating the way he talks and communicates. He's made like a whole like a little tiny ecosystem around him. It's just like, God damn, this is it, huh? It really is. He is Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino, but instead of it being a bunch of Laotian families that have moved into the neighborhood, it's just the people that listen to his radio program. It is just the incel neighbors. It's just incels. It's just Gran Torino, but replace the Laotians with incels. And that is that is the Nick Fuentes story. It's beautiful. Rachel Atwood, thank you for the $2. Stalker Frankenstein coming to terms with his monster, basically, yeah.
$15. Do you feel the same amount of empathy for the children in the Holocaust as you do for the children in Gaza today?
Yeah, I mean, to the extent that that's real.
Is there any room in your movement for orthodoxy? I ask this not because you are a Catholic.
How did he
but because
attract
you
Yeah,
are-
these
just stop
people?
being annoying as fuck.
Ryan MC Zoowski 3 cent $20.
How?
Is it such a bad thing that Palantir has our information compared to the CIA? Not to say it is a good thing, but the CIA and NSA have been spying on us for years. You think they haven't giving out information out as well? I get the whole. Does the rise of Palantir level AI put the AF movement under a time crunch? If deployed against Americans, it could severely undermine two of our biggest strengths, online anonymity and the freedom to speak openly online. Any predictions on the direction that technology goes and its impact on free speech and privacy? Can you expand?
Thank
Thanks.
you for the big super
Get your
chat. I
$10.
appreciate
Yo, what
it.
the hell?
I should have never told anybody about Palantir, man. It's
Not
just
sorry,
like,
sent $10. The H-1B Walmart employee told us her whole family came from India to help her after birth until their visas expired, while my fiancé has next to no help with her white baby. Why do whites throw their people to the wolves?
I'm sorry. I gotta read that. I have to read that. $20. $20. You know, this could be like, this is like more than an hour's worth of labor in many jobs. The H-1B, could you imagine? This is how some people should have to donate. Honestly. Some people, when they're putting stuff like this out there, some people should only be allowed to donate after they do the physical labor. As in like, oh, you want to donate? Go mow your lawn for an hour, or go mow somebody's lawns for an hour and a half, and then you can send one donated messages. One donate, but you have to do it immediately after. So you translate the amount of time, the amount of effort you're putting in these types of donations. Like, it'd be one thing. I mean, he's supporting his creator and thought that maybe he could get advice about why nobody wants to help his white baby, but he sees how a Walmart employee's family helps them raise their kids. So would you say that the H-1B Walmart employee is going better family values than Ryan Boy? I don't know. Either way, why do whites throw their people to the wolves? Dude, that's just your family, man. That's not a white's problem. That's your family. That's you.
Leon de Groyper sent $200.
Thank you for the big super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very
Colin Harris
much.
sent $10. American exists because 132 Puritans decided they absolutely could not take another day in England and boarded a ship into the unknown. The most American thing to do now is to leave. Cannot continue to submit to taxation without Natus sent 50.
The most American thing to do is to not be American. The most American thing to do is leave. Okay, you heard him. Or incels, everybody get in a boat, go find an island.
$50.
Could you imagine the Sentinelese or something? Go to one of those islands, undiscovered tribes. Oh, those would be interesting politics, wouldn't it?
Hey Nick, just started following you recently, and now I am a big fan. I'm worried about how our country is going to be forever ran by Israel, and we will always be a puppet of them considering. Groyper for life sent $10. My heart was shattered when you said you don't like American Psycho. What's next? You're going to hate on Naruto? Albert Wesker sent $10. Do you think NPC theory is contradicted in any way by the mass awakening?
Obviously not. If anything, it confirms it.
Panicking sent $10. Not enough people talk about how we the people are obviously fed constant propaganda from TV to tits, but
The way he smiles and the way he says that makes me think that he is experiencing NPC theory right now. I mean, that's what I take from that comment.
like American Psycho. What's next? You're going to hate on Naruto? Albert Wesker sent $10. Do you think NPC theory is contradicted in any way by the mass awakening?
Obviously not. If anything, it confirms it.
Panicking sent $10. Not enough people talk about how we the people are obviously fed constant propaganda from TV to tits, but our politicians are probably fed even more propaganda. But about us and our once, etc. I remember back in 2016 about Cambridge Anal, and how they ran micro-targeted ads to drive racial tensions. Dark post. You have completely opened my eyes to the truth in the last month, and I'm looking for some guidance. What advice would you give a 20-year-old Christian man in these times of bullshit the government feeds us?
Dude, just live a simple life.
Can we just get back on that one? Just one more. Just that right there. That's the moment of impact. That's the recoil. Moment of impact, recoil. Moment of impact, recoil. Moment of impact, recoil. Moment of impact, recoil. Beautiful.
Feeds us.
Dude, just live a simple life. Just go fuck off, live a simple life, honestly. Just like stop paying attention to politics. Live a simple moral
Turn off
life.
my stream.
What advice would you give to a 20-year-old Christian man in these times of bullshit the government feeds us? Dude, you'll be being fed shit your whole life, okay? Because you sound like a shovel-faced idiot. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You send me a nice message, but like when you say a line like that, in these times of government feeding us bullshit, like, dude, you just want to be fed. You want the government to feed you. You want me to feed you. Feed yourself, my friend. And if you can't, then just stop paying attention to politics.
Isaiah Hardman sent $12. I would likely start a Christian nationalist party in Utah and win a House seat. Or should name be Populist Party or Nationalist Party to high power level or shift over and win.
You could?
Holden Harris sent $10. Why do you push the globe narrative, faggot? There are no good optics to doing so. It's 2025, nigga. All the Zoomers are fleck. The Catholic Church genocided millions of Protestants in the 30 Years' War and an uncountable amount of pre-Protestant sects of the Church. What gives the Pope authority to represent Christ to the point of genocide?
Based?
Samuel H. sent $10.
No, I'm kidding.
Is it even worth the money to hear all of this retarded shit?
You know, I often don't like guilt by association because I mean, like, anybody can really be sunk by that. You know, somebody nice to you is mean to somebody else, or, you know, you can't always answer for everybody around you, obviously. You can't be everybody's parent. But sometimes when you see the types of people one associates with, you can take something from it. And I think in his mind, he's feeling the pain of this is what he is now associated with. This community, the Groypers are this. This is how people see Groypers. And this is how people will see him by extension. And that is settling in. It's settling in his chest. It's settling right next to his heart. And it stings. That's what it feels like. I kind of started to feel bad for the donator. I mean, like he said, like Nick accurately said, you just want somebody to shovel bullshit. You just need a guide because everything's scary and confusing, and does life mean anything? And you need a guide. And Nick is your guide instead of the government. He said it. He said it. He's right.